Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Well, on the 20th of March, that's this Saturday, starting from about 9:30 to 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be having extensive live coverage of the protests taking place right across South Africa. And I'm talking about right across South Africa. We're going to be covering places like Cape Town, Port Elizabeth, Bloemfontein, Durban, and Soweto. And we're going to be covering what is going on in those locations with the protesters. And clearly, people in South Africa have had enough. And I've been following a number of organizations, had them on live streams here on the Loving Life channel. And it's becoming clearer and clearer to me that the model, which has been pushed by Boer Legion, where each little town or community look after themselves. Get rid of these ANC councillors. They look after themselves. They run their own little municipality without the bullshit that goes on with all the theft and corruption by these black privileged people who are put into positions of power, who are completely incompetent and brainless. And there's a clear example of what I'm talking about here when I talk about small communities and these little rural towns looking after themselves and giving the middle finger to the ANC. And I'm talking about the town of Upington. I'll tell you what's happening. Community members have threatened to make Uppington ungovernable through rolling mass action if they do not receive answers from the Dawid Kruiper Municipality by the Friday the 19th of March. A march took place from the Dr Harry Surtie Hospital to the Dawid Kruiper Municipality, where a memorandum was handed over on Wednesday. It stated that the municipality was tethering on the verge of bankruptcy for years, while community members want allegations of corruption, maladministration, wasteful expenditure, and impunity to be urgently addressed. They said, "The result has been the rapid collapse of our infrastructure, a lack of development, very high service rates, and the extremely high cost of electricity to the consumers. We are here to express our disgust at the filth condition of our communities and the CBD. Community members call for steps to be taken against officials involved in unfinished road construction projects." Now, this is pretty typical right across South Africa. And it's why the model that I believe is the correct model is for communities to become autonomous and just basically, have nothing to do with the ANC councillors. Just do their own thing. There are several small towns in South Africa that have actually gone to court, and they've got a ruling where they no longer are beholden to the ANC. They are now able as ratepayers to have their own fund, do their own service delivery, and basically get rid of these useless bastards who are just padding their own pockets. Getting on with Upington. They stated that a 6.1 million rand tender for the upgrading of streets in Lobos was left unfinished after the contractor was paid 4.5 million rand. The contract was terminated last month and a new contractor was appointed for 7.1 million rand to finish the project. This project will now cost the municipality a total of close to 12 million rand. That is 3 million rand higher than the highest tender, which was 9.3 million rand. That's what happens when you've got clueless, black privileged people running your municipality. And that's why the model that Boer Legion are pushing out is the way to go. Kick these useless bastards out. They added that another 13 million rand contract was awarded in September 2019 for a road project in Rosedale that was terminated in December last year. They said the municipality already paid the bidder 14.25 million rand on December the 3rd, 2020. Just last month, the municipality appointed another contractor to finish the project at a cost of 7.3 million rand. This project will cost the municipality about 21 million rand, an increase of about 8 million rand. The memorandum indicated that the Eland resort belonging to the people and the intentions to dispose of it was not in their interests. They said, "We are aware of the scheme by irredeemably corrupt, greedy and unscrupulous," well, they call them leaders, I call them just gangsters, to have the Eland and other immovable assets sold to their equally corrupt business associates. We want to make it known to you we will oppose this theft of public property with all our might, including making this town ungovernable. Now what they're talking about here is that the corrupt gangster ANC government, led by Cyril Ramaphosa, has just awarded 1.2 billion rand in grants to black economic empowerment compatible tourism operations. So you can imagine these guys are just waiting in the wings for this to come up for sale, and they will use taxpayers' money, largely the white population, to steal this tourism venture and make it an asset of some black privileged ANC cadre. This is what's happening right now in South Africa. It's a complete and utter joke. But it goes further. The Uppington community added that the electricity of the most vulnerable members of society, including the elderly, was periodically disconnected. They said, "What type of a municipality is this that has no empathy for the aged? In conditions where violent crime is so common, does the safety of our elderly not concern you, when they must often suffer in darkness because of your inhumane policies?" Residents objected to the rubbish and the stench of overflowing drains, while they stated that millions of rands was spent on overtime. Extraordinary. They concluded by saying, "Our communities have the right to and deserve to live in dignity. We reject the notion that because our people are poor and live in squatter camps, that they must therefore suffer the indignity of uncollected sanitation buckets." Spokesperson for the Dawid Kruiper Municipality, Patrick Williams, confirmed receipt of the memorandum and said they would respond by the set deadline. He added that the march was peaceful. Now look, all I can say, guys, is that the guys at the top in the ANC are just looting and pillaging the country. It's like you've got a bunch of pirates that have taken over another ship and they're just cleaning out. And once they've destroyed that ship, which is South Africa, they will then go on their merry way, go to Dubai, go wherever, and leave the wreck that was South Africa. Unless the adults in the room wake up and stop this. And that's what this protest going around South Africa on the 20th of March is all about. As I said, we will be covering it live here on the Loving Life channel. We will be in all the major protests. As I said, the major protests are going to be in Bloemfontein, Cape Town, Port Elizabeth, Durban, and Soweto. And we hope to have coverage of all those major protests on Loving Life. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. And remember, the protests on the 20th of March, that's this Saturday, we should be going live between 9:30 to 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. Take care, guys. Bye for now.